Good morning. This is Take Two. This is gonna be what I would do with that $1.5 trillion that Congress just gave the Pentagon to use to go blow up half the freaking country, world that has not threatened us in any way, just because Benjamin Netanyahu feels threatened by them. Alright, with that $1.5 trillion, let's start with the housing situation here in America. Because with me, that money would stay right here. It should be here. Our military should be here to protect us. So if we're attacked here, there's a quick defense, like the Second Amendment says. A well-trained militia. So, let's start with a co-op collective-owned housing. This would be housing. It would be apartments. I'm going to leave links to some tiny house layouts that I would use as the overall model for different, people, different living situations. There would be one for elderly people. And it would be one of those things where once you're in, you're in. There is no kicking you out. You can upgrade as you need to and downgrade as you need to. When life gives you kids, you obviously need more than 300 square feet. As your kids move out and leave the nest, you don't need 999 square feet. So you'll be able to downgrade and have room for guests. Everybody would use skills they have to help run it, help keep it picked up, clean, maintenance, and all that good stuff. Communal dinner once a week or every day for some people that want it. There would be a communal dinner for everybody. I am so sick of seeing people go hungry in this country. I'm sick of it. It's gotta stop. Along with the homeless veterans, that's gotta stop too. I would offer housing for veterans first. Have them in a place where they could get the counseling they need when they come back. They wouldn't have to live there to get the counseling and the retraining needed to be able to rejoin the civilian workforce. Because trust me, once you are injured in line of duty, that's it. You are of no use to them anymore. You're no use to them. They're done with you. That would change. Now, let's go to healthcare. This is another thing we are being pushed out of. We are being priced out of. And only the people who can afford to buy an insurance company can get quality health care. That has to stop. But with part of the $1.5 trillion, I'm sure maybe $500 million set aside for those who cannot afford to buy an insurance company would get the universal health care. That's full dental, medical, vision, hospital stay, psychiatric help when needed. All of it. And they would never, ever be able to lose it. Now, let's look at schools. Out of that $1.5 trillion, I, without a doubt, would either deprivatize private schools or take their curriculum and adapt it across to public schools. This way, they're all getting the same education. They would have the same opportunities. People who could not afford to pay tuition would not be paying tuition. You can't afford it. That doesn't mean you should have to go schlepp crap in the sewer somewhere. No, you should still have the same opportunities as everybody else. Now, I know some people are going to Probably say, well, that's a socialist idea. Yes, it is. And it works. Germany is a prime example, and we're going to look at them more in another video. Now, let's look at food situation in this country. One thing is to get rid of the GMOs. Get rid of them. They're not working. Go back to heirloom seeds to grow stuff. Yes, it's going to mean people are going to have to do some weeding. They're going to have to do some physical work. It's probably been a while for some people to actually do some farming work. But you will be rewarded. Trust me, with a better quality food. You will be rewarded in the end. Now, with the communal housing, there would be at least one full basic meal offered a day. People could sign up, so you know how many was going to show up, and people would be given tasks to help clean up afterwards. Of course, each person would be required to clean their own plate. I mean, come on. You're an adult. Clean your damn plate off, you know? There would be weekly meetings, of course, and then one big monthly meeting. The residents of the co-ops would be the board members. That, my friends, is how I would use that $1.5 trillion. Let me get back into the food a little more. Every co-op would have a garden, a massive garden, a great big hydroponic garden. It would be enough to feed all of them. They would not have to go and buy insanely expensive foods. Now meat, yeah, well, you know, if you're only paying $300 a month to live in a place, to be toward the maintenance of it, toward the communal dinners, you know, the use of a media room, a recreational room for birthday parties and events. You're paying toward the use of a pool, the care of a pool, the fitness center. You know, $300 a month would be nothing. I know a lot of people that could pay that easy, because you do pay for staying in shelters. You do have to pay. They're not free by any means. So, how would you use that $1.5 trillion? Would you continue with what's being done? Or would you go and do something that would actually help the people of your community and your country? I look forward to hearing, really I do. I think this could be an interesting conversation, and how we could better spend that $1.5 trillion. Look forward to your comments.